My belly's rumbling. Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I keep moving things around just so I can find my setup. I saw this card this morning as I was putting away the cards from last night, and I felt that I needed to look into it more. Illuminate the shadow. It's card number 21. Focus on a solution. Okay, well I've chosen, my intentions were to come on a bit later on, but here we are now, and then I was going to do a recorded reading, and now we're live, and we're just rocking and rolling with it. So I've chosen some cards, but keep those out. Let me just, I was doing some writing, let me just get rid of what else is on the table that's not needed right now. Right, okay, I want to keep these to the side. Happy Sunday to you all. You know, this was coming through earlier. That's another fine mess you've got us into now, Stanley. Let's have some coffee. Hey Moon Cookie, happy Sunday to the channel of love. Cheers Lucy. Cheers Moon Cookie darling. How are you feeling today? I'm feeling very fairy-ish. I'm feeling very fair. Very fairy-ish. Had a bit of a swap around, a change up. This is the Bramble Fairy. Hold on. That's not your name, is it? It's the Brambly Hedge Fairy. She has a number. There were 7,200 of these made, and she is number 7,101. Moon Cookie, I shall read your message in a moment. Goodness. You know the song I'm singing? When will I see you again? This is the Ruby Fairy. Oh, I sang that yesterday. Ruby, 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 Ruby. Moon Cookie, your Divine Masculine text just now, wanting to know, can he come over? I reminded him that he gave back his key. He said he was upset. I said me too. Watching Chaos. Apparently they're not doing another season of that. I really enjoyed that on Netflix. Watching Chaos on Netflix, I was drawn to watch it the second time, so I'm paying closer attention. Oh, my ears are ringing. Moon Cookie, I would do the same, because I've only watched it the once. So, my ears are going, Hi, you day. You're groovy. Thank you, Moon Cookie, because that does give me something to watch. Shall we tap into the fairies? Hi, Jessica. Hey, how are you doing? My ears are ringing like no one's business. That's what's going on. I'm doing very well, thank you. How about yourself? I hope you're doing Lovely. So I have a deck, 4 decks of cards, related with the fairies. Related. Are we related with the fairies? You're good. That's good to hear, Jessica. Okay, so I'm going to tap into the Fae. Okay, and then over here I've got a pile of cards to do with the archangels, but I'm not sure. I mean, it's only 9 minutes past 5, so the time is 17:09. It's early. Let's just play with the fairies for now. We'll go to the tarot cards. What time is it? It's Chico time. What time is it where you are? Well, tell me whereabouts you are, even if I already know. Where are you and what time is it? I'm taken to the KLF. Okay. The Justified and Ancient. Okay. Where am I from? I'm from England, and the time is 17:10. Your turn. What country are you from? Or your time zone? Oh my God, the same? What time is it? What time is love? I just felt drawn to pay attention to the KLF. Watch their music videos. Moo Moo Land. We're all bound for Moo Moo Land. We're studying. Okay, so we're learning. Studious. Have to have glasses for studying. What are we studying? We are personally developing. Studious, responsible, cheerful, and mischievous. Happy news about your career, promotions or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. Okay, so what we have available, it's 11:11, right where Moon Cookie is, and Moon Cookie is in Houston. Are you still in Houston, Moon Cookie? Oh, bye Jessica. See you another day. Hi Vacay, 37, hi. Where are you thinking about vacationing to? Okay, I'm trying to think what I'm meant to be telling you about this card. Needing a bit of a push to get going with the prophecy. Okay, the prophecy's the prophecy. It's been prophesied. We're talking more about your legacy, which you're in control of, your legacy. So what is it that you're wanting? You're in Texas? Oh, I always get that wrong. Have you always been in Texas? Who's in Houston? Did you used to be in Houston? I should put you all on the globe. I suppose it feels like it doesn't really matter. We're here right now, aren't we? She's always been from Texas. Your legacy. Well thought out plans that go perfectly. So what we have available to offer, okay, which no one can really take from us, um, is our thoughts, ideas, and organised plans. So, do you have a project, a plan in mind, an idea, and is it good to be executed? I mean, could you? We're talking about the land of make believe, okay? Um, I'm taken to Napoleon Hill's quote: "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." And then the added bit with a positive mental attitude. So it really is, should we say, for fun, if you like. But it takes me back to craft design and technology at school, and we were told to like produce a sweet box, a container. It was like a square, but it had to be to hold confectionery. Is that how I say that word? Houston, Texas. I'm really confused. Cheers. Cheers. There's a little dribble mark there. Plans. So I'm putting together plans, organised plans. A lot of ideas, but they need to be organised, don't they? So that then you can produce, is coming through, produce yourself with a logical plan. Makes sense. But your plan, did you hear that? I was going to say, like, your plan is so that it can make sense to, like, you could sell it to a 5-year-old. That's what's coming through. Lucy, we'll have to get you a trill burger from Bumby. Okay, a trill burger. Do you want to tell me about this trill burger, Moon Cookie, that I have to look forward to? If you say it's nice, I'm going to give it a try. Moon Cookie, you know we're on your favourite topic. Food. Moon Cookie's favourite topic. What's coming through is you're very skilled at a multitude of. We can put you anywhere, okay? And you know if you're that type of person. It's like you have so much that you want to achieve, and you could be put anywhere and be an asset. But where do you want to be positioned? You know the song that's coming through? It's like, this is a man's world. And a lot of them are clueless. It all means nothing. Because why? Well, we know why. They've been emasculated. Okay, so we're doing our studies. Okay. It is what it is. You know, the message is coming through about the Divine Feminine sitting in her position now and leading the way. Needing a little push to get going. I don't know what my daughter's talking about. It's interesting because we're talking about like where we're from, and my daughter's just messaged me. I really don't know what she's talking about, but it's like mention me in our group chat. What is the name of that road? I really haven't got a clue what she's chatting about. What was the name of that road in Kent you were talking about that was really dangerous? Because she wants to see if Stephen knows it, since he's from Kent. I think I should just put no clue. I really... you've lost me on that one. A dangerous road in Kent. Not sure. Anyway. Oh, maybe I should have put that on live as well, but no, she's cool. I was taken to the scene from the Dallas when JR and Bobby went to Russia. They say, oh, the Americans, Bobby said, no, we are the Texans. That's interesting. Right. I have this company in mind. I've been applying to them for almost a year. Stay in hope. And like keep it to yourself, because as soon as you start sharing it, well, you can share it, just be cautious with who you share your ideas with, because you're the divine feminine. I'm speaking to the divine feminines as a collective, because we're the ones who are tapping into this very strong creative energy. Okay, we've got to do something with it. Once you tell others of your ideas, they may not say anything. They may come across as being supportive, okay, and or critical. You don't need to put yourself, like, you're not looking for anyone's approval, okay? You just get excited and want to share these ideas. I know this feeling very well. And it's when I'm trying to, like, because I can just be, there's no filter, it's like I'm a blabbermouth. And then it's like you set yourself up for others. I'm trying to think of the quote that Wayne Dyer was told by, I think it might have been Abraham Maslow. So becoming independent upon the good opinions of others, because the opinions, even if they're not vocalised, are still very powerful thoughts. So what they don't know, they can't use against you. With their negative mindset. Do not interact. Stop throwing pearls to the swine. That's all I keep getting. Is if somebody doesn't understand your concept, your conceptual way of being, I wouldn't normally talk like this, so I'm sure it's all correct. I don't have like doubt with that. But others would. So we don't need others' doubt. We're here to help create and bring forth this new era, this new prophecy, a new way of being. And the thing is, we're sitting in our truth. So we hold all the power. And others that wish to fight against that, the truth, well, they feel that they hold all the power by bringing forth their own judgment. But you'll find that they won't bring themselves forth for judgment, where we will. Because we're living from the truth. You can fight it as much as you want, but the truth is the truth. And when you're in and sitting in your own truth and being, um, the word integrity is coming through. You don't even need the power. You just know. There's a difference between thinking what you think, what you feel, and then what you know. And most people just blurt out what they think. Okay. So, your thoughts, your ideas, and your organised plans. Let's go back to school. And the thing is that when you, this is the art of manifesting, because this is when manifestation occurs, okay? When you start dreaming and creating, just take out of it, like, what you're going to do with this project plan. Just plan it down to the tiniest details, okay? Plan it as if it was happening. Just for fun. You haven't got to do anything with it. Something will become of it. But there's always this, well, how am I going to do it? And, well, that's it. The how. Take that out of the equation. It's the why. Because you want to design what? Because you wish to be an expert in what department? Study. Study. Personal development, I've now been studying since 2011. I know my truth. That's the result of focusing on one's own exploration of one's own self. Okay. We've learnt a lot, so what do we do with it? Hear the silence. Let's get another card from here. We can read this card, that's fine. Judgment card opened up today. The Princess of Autumn. I've got the taste of not fear, innocence. Forgive yourself. You learn to love the dark aspects of yourself, the who's that you were. But you only get to do that as you progress and mature. So you can never know too much, or so says our Princess of Autumn. This optimistic and happy young lady simply loves to learn. She's charming and reliable, upbeat, and so very clever. She does have a bit of a mischievous streak running through her, so you might want to keep an eye out for that. Besides being an absolute joy to be around, she's also responsible and wise beyond her years. Did we mention that she loves to learn? This gal can be the perpetual student, taking longer than usual to get out into the real world. She may also think things through way too long before acting. But when she does move into action, everything will go perfectly. So I feel we've spent long enough in our heads questioning whether or not what we believe in, what we feel, it's true. I think we know that it's our truth, and it doesn't matter anymore what anybody else has to say about that. It's like you're unbudgeable on being swayed by nonsense. Don't ask the unawakened ones about awakening. Okay, that's the glasses. The Ace of Autumn has grown up And the books that were closed to her before are now open. The knowledge she has gained has provided the abundance accumulating on the desk. Got to do your flight time before you're allowed out there solo flying your plane. Time to go back to school, study and research, seminars or courses, good news about finances, needing a push to get started, working your way up the ladder. And I feel that you don't need anybody else's push to get started. Divine Feminine, you're very capable of giving yourself that push. It's determination that's come through. It was spoke about in the 17 Principles of Success. It's about disappointment, which seems to encourage the Divine Feminine to progress, ascend even higher. Higher? Hi. You were talking to Tom about it. Not sure what she's still talking about. Never mind. Okay. Right. The Nine of Winter. I feel, well, this is the energy of a nightmare. Okay. I feel the energy that come through was, when is it time? Like wishing upon a star. It's like a waiting energy, waiting for that moment, that one moment in time when I'm racing with destiny. Let's read what this card says. I'm going to read about that shadows because it's extremely dark. I know I don't have any lights on, but I have a few candles lit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 flames. Unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. There is no problems. You know how silly that sounds? That for an awakened one to say that there's a problem. We're given the spiritual solutions. Listen to my voice. Looking at the reflection there. So we're given the spiritual solutions as light workers, as clear channelers. Okay. When we know the truth, it would just automatically bubble, rise to the surface to be vocalized. Okay. You've got to stand steady, rock steady, in your truth. So, a problem are like welcomed. It's like, okay, well, there's a solution to there's a spiritual solution to every problem. And they just come through naturally, and that is, so effortlessly shared. What's coming through is 144,000. The awakening of our world. We don't actually know what the number is for the tipping point. So illuminate the shadow. Focus on a solution. If you don't know how to help yourself, then you're not going to be able to help others, and your role is to help others help themselves, to be able to self-soothe, to be able to become clearer on the distortion of the story that they're telling themselves, which are their thoughts. Thoughts are powerful, feelings more so. Not so much about how somebody's thinking, it's about how they're feeling about what they're thinking. Card number 21. Let's have a look at this message. Simplify the issue, focus on a solution. When we understand our shadow, we can fully appreciate the light. We must have both aspects within our spirit to have a meaningful life. Without darkness, how can one fully appreciate the beauty and simplicity of life in all its forms? Once we remove fear and personal doubt, it makes room for love, confidence and motivation, reclaiming your personal power. Makes sense, doesn't it? So once we remove fear and personal doubt, it makes room for love, confidence and motivation, reclaiming your personal power. Hence why the Divine Feminines, I feel the Divine Masculines in soul shock. I know the feeling because I've been in soul shock a few times. When it's the Hangman energy. It's the fight, flight, but it's the freeze energy. Okay. Well, Divine Feminines, you know what to do. So it's about stepping into position and just moving forth. If you're moving into fourth, you're moving into the Emperor's energy. It's all about showing how it's done. Leading by example. In a balanced state of being, yeah, okay. It's about replicating. A replica. You can do that, Divine Feminine. Okay. It speaks about the shadow and the light, so the yin and yang in. What's coming through is your time will come, where you can relax into the Divine Feminine's energy, and the Divine Masculine will know what to do. But it's been a rude awakening, an accelerated awakening, a harsh reality check. And they haven't had the time to comprehend it and adjust to the energies, like the Divine Feminine have been graced with that. It's okay. We're not given anything that we cannot handle, but the masculines have got, I feel, personally, the rougher end of the stick. Because they've got to get themselves out of a lot of karmic mess, darkness that they've created. The awareness of that, the acceptance of that, and the forgiveness. Understanding the journey, the way that you're telling the story. So Divine Feminines, be telling the truth, not some programmed initial thought that will come through. You'll know if they're negative thoughts or compassionate, loving, truthful. Okay. It says here about unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. No need to worry. There's a spiritual solution for this. Have faith. Okay. Our shadow self highlights the need to place ourselves first. When we are stuck within our shadow side, we are unable to see the light of day. So the masculine doesn't need the divine feminine to be stuck in her shadow side, because how's he going to see the light of day? When she's here to bring light. To situations, to this earth. So our shadow self highlights the need to place ourselves first. When we are stuck within our shadow side, we are unable to see the light of day. We become clouded and foggy with confusion, often forgetting gratitude and compassion through our own selfish moments. Illuminating the shadow is to fully understand our personality and subsequently understand the shadow in others, enabling us to be more considerate of another person's hardships and developing empathy with and compassion for other people. Right now you are encouraged to illuminate the sections of your personality that are working against your situation. Accept that these challenging aspects are a part of you. Embrace them, love them, and plan to achieve a form of balance and make this part of your psyche ultimately work for you. Now is the time to focus on a resolution instead of just on the problem or challenge. How did you get here? Acknowledge your current circumstances and forces. Doesn't say that. Acknowledge your current circumstances and focus on how you can achieve a positive outcome. Now is the time to get your personality in line with conscious thought. Apply these balanced characteristics to areas in your life that could utilize these energies, such as leadership. Got the taste in my mouth again, but it just keeps coming through as innocence. Communication. Okay, let me reread this part here. Apply these balanced characteristics to areas in your life that could utilize these energies, such as leadership, communication, relationships, employment, and self-talk with your spirit. Once you grow your understanding of your unique personality, you can begin to realign your life to nurture and support your goals and personal interests. And I feel that we are fast approaching that point. Once you grow your understanding of your unique personality, you can begin to realign your life to nurture and support your goals and personal interests, no matter what they say, the others. Okay. The shadow aspect of this card is narrow-mindedness, ego-driven, and cynicism. And your affirmation, I effortlessly create peaceful solutions with my personality. Moon Cookie, I want one thing, he wants another, we are at an impasse. And you both want the same thing. It's just you're open to love, and his automatic defense protection mechanism programmed response is to shut down. You both want the same thing. You're ready to take the leap of faith. And he finds that scary. Due to his own personal issues, Moon Cookie, darling. You're just honouring your worth. Okay. Let's have a look at the power of love. It feels like fear's winning the day. It's not. We all know that love will conquer all. You just have to stay in the alignment of love, Moon Cookie. And to love yourself, because you know that you are so worthy of being loved. So that's what the issue is. So the solution is to put upon yourself all the love that you feel you're missing out on from another. There's a solution. Romance yourself. Just love yourself. That's the energy you're looking for. You can get into the energy. What's coming through is you can take care of you. You can love yourself. And then through loving yourself, you are showing, being an example of this is how it's done. This is how we do it. And what's coming through is the universe wants you to have the same thing as well. And it is well, it's magnetism, isn't it? It's drawing it to you. And it's nothing about whether you like it or not. You like it. There's just this pretending, denying. The thoughts are programmed, so what's maybe said, you can feel if they're not true. It's about feelings. Words that are spoken, you know when words are spoken and there's a truth behind it. And then there's words that are spoken and you're just like, okay. And you know it's not the truth, because you know your truth. So, get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. If your mind can conceive and believe it, the invitation is on the way. Why not? It's like, isn't this what you desire? Isn't this what you've been visualizing, manifesting? The point of manifestation is when you visualize it. It's done. Just has to have belief behind it. And a whole lot of desire. Because it's a magnetism here. I shared a song this morning, Madonna, Where's the Party? That's not that book. That's not that book. I just said he's gonna pop up over here. Hey Laurie. Hi Lucy, Moon Cookie and Jessica. I think Jessica had to go. So I keep being taken to like Jessica Rabbit. Who framed Roger Rabbit? Well, they were a lovely couple, weren't they? Talk about role modelling couples out there. Roger Rabbit and Jessica Rabbit. Who are the couples out there that are role modelling how it's done? Selena Gomez, Benny Blanco. Saw it straight away. Beautiful couple. Anyway. Moon Cookie, hello Laurie my dear, how are you? Laurie says doing okay. How are you? Should we read about this celebration card? An invitation to a special occasion could be on the way, so it's time to put on your dancing shoes or be ready to kick off your shoes and dance in bare feet in nature. Have you been working too hard recently? Perhaps you've just forgotten what it's like to have fun. It's so easy to get wrapped up in work and in the more mechanical and mundane activities of daily life, which means we often forget to prioritise essential fun time. This card reminds you that it's time to celebrate, whether you go out or stay in. Perhaps you could invite some good friends round and host your own fairy themed party or even a fairy ball. Even when times are challenging, there's always something to celebrate. You don't need an official reason. Just being alive is a more than worthy cause for a celebration. Dance, rejoice and celebrate life in all its magical glory. Do you have a birthday soon? Or is there a special anniversary coming up and may have slipped your mind? Always make sure you keep a diary to mark down special occasions so you never have to miss a thing. And have your party clothes ready just in case you receive an unexpected invitation. It's good to be spontaneous, as that's where there's always an extra sprinkling of fairy dust and magic. Fairies are excellent at celebrating. They find the fun even in little things and need no excuse for a party. The energy of celebration is around you right now. You've been journaling a lot. Are you writing the words? Because I've been doing a lot of writing today, and at some point the pen's wanting to take over, and I'm like, automatic writing. Well, I've heard about Abraham coming through Esther Hicks, typewriter first of all, so the nose, Esther's body would spell out letters in the air via her nose, so she realised what she was doing during meditation. And then she was drawn to a typewriter, and they had a feel of the keypads, and then they wrote books like that. And then they first spoke when they were on a highway, a dangerous road. So maybe that sign is for somebody else. Because my daughter's asked me about a dangerous road from my home county. So, and I don't know what she's talking about, so. But Abraham, a voice come through, Abraham, come through Esther, and just said, like, move over. I had to get off of the highway. And that's then when the communication come vocally. But I was writing, and it was like, why did you just scribble over them? That doesn't look like what I'm trying to write. And it was like, okay, are you trying to take over my pen? I know there's a book, many books in me. When the time's right, when I'm not so scattered. As in, like, yeah. I think too much into it. It just needs to flow. You remember that story? Okay, let's have a look. Journaling a lot lately really helps. Both, it just was coming out, subjects kept changing. You remember that story? I was just thinking that same thing. Some people's books have come out that way. Yeah, who else? Teddy Swims. So, he's got an album out. I believe it's called The Only Thing I Haven't Tried Is Therapy. And it's like, you go, Teddy, because the emotions within his music, and he's a masculine, isn't he? I mean, he's a masculine looking man. But I've heard that he is where he is now due to the law of attraction, the power of creation. And his songs are so channeled. And so are Bruno Mars's. I've noticed that. Well, all the songs are. Whatever songs you're drawn to are channeled for you. I always wonder what their interpretations are on why did you write that song, what does it mean to you. It's like when you read a book, isn't it? It's your imagination that brings the image, the idea alive. So celebration is in the air. Celebrate good times, come on. It's like we're rushing it along now. It's a celebration. Oh, but it's Chinese New Year. Felt there was a mashup. There's a massive shift occurring. I feel it has something to do with the end of this month. All I can hear is someone just keep flicking a light switch. Can you hear that? So guess the sound. The pipes are making a noise now. The pipes of peace, pan pipes. They say it's best to do automatic writing first thing when you get up out of bed. Oh, I thought the best time to do it is when the pen just wants to take over. But I'm going to bear that in mind. Yeah. I've been looking at Abraham Hicks cruises. So I've already been on a cruise where the workshop is on the cruise ship. And I've been looking for dates for like this year and next year and the destinations, because I thoroughly enjoyed that trip. But what would be good is if any of you guys feel drawn to book the same cruise ship on the same workshop date. I'm cool going alone. I've done it before. I'll do it again. It would be nice as a place to meet. Why am I shuffling these cards again? Okay, before your mind engages, that's why they suggest to do it first thing. Okay, but doing it at any time is better than not doing it at all. Yeah, it's the same with meditation. These, like, little tips are real good if you find it's an issue to get into alignments. Like even Abraham would say, meditation isn't necessary if you don't have an issue with being able to connect. It's a tool to help you connect. Yeah, and it's a process. I mean, there's so much to it, isn't there? That sounds good, Laurie. I flew to Miami and done the Caribbean islands. Yeah, I don't mind doing a place that I've already done, or whether somewhere new. Since I've been away pet sitting for the last 6 days, I found my energy to improve. My mum is easily stressed with whatever that is. I don't mean disrespectfully, but yeah. And just easily stresses out anyways, and I carry her energy. Of course she will. Have a look at the 5 people that you spend the most amount of time with. I would personally choose animals. You've got the benefit of that. But yeah, be very careful with who you share your time with and energy. You'll pick up their beliefs, or they'll pick up yours. Depends how strong their darkness is, their shadow side. I'm still shuffling these cards, so obviously we need another message from here. Moon Cookie, I spent a lot of time alone thinking and talking to myself. Is this me? Yes, Moon Cookie, that's it. I spend most of my time in that state of being. It's like I'm never alone because I'm always conversing. Amazing. What comes through? The stuff coming through today regarding the prophecy and your legacy and how you get to create your own legacy. I mean, really important stuff like that. I will actually, like Megan and Jamie. So I would ask them to stop what they're doing and I'll say, I just need to tell you something. I say, right, I'm done now. But when it's important stuff like that, where it's like the prophecy's a prophecy, okay, but the legacy, it's not something that you're handed on a platter and it's designed for you. No, that's your creation. What does the legacy look like? Well, it's your creation, whether that's of your own creation or whether you're partnering with whoever you're creating with. The legacy that you create is your own if you are in possession of your own being, or you'll be co-creating with someone and it may not be actually what you're wanting at all. Dangerous stuff there. It's like giving away your life, isn't it? Your own creation. So it is a lot better to be able to do a lot on your own when it comes to projects. It's really important actually. It's like your own personal initiative because no one then can deter you. So let's take the channel of love. Not one person has encouraged me to come on here and still doesn't encourage me to come on and speak to you guys. Not my children. They know about it. They don't sit on here and religiously watch me. I'm not even sure that Megan really knows what I talk about, apart from what I don't think she actually really knows too much. She doesn't delve too much into it. Doesn't need to. Would benefit her. I think she'd see a different side of me, but it doesn't matter to me. I still can be me. Emily knows of the channel, dips in and out of it, and I don't have anybody from before my awakening in my life and it doesn't matter now anyway, because I've been doing it, well, quite a while, coming up for 7 years. And I love it. It's like I'm unbudgeable on this. It's like I'm not embarrassed. I used to be embarrassed if people would, but they wouldn't ask because they wouldn't know. But now I'll say to people, I have a YouTube channel, and still, majority of them will not show an interest. Will not ask me the channel name, what I talk about. No interest whatsoever. People in my life, like every day, outside of obviously my kids know about my channel. They know the theme, and there's no hiding it. But it's not they don't encourage me. It's not that they're not my encouragement. They support me. They support me, but there isn't that like encouragement. There's no like forward thinking of you could do this, mum, with it, or you could do that. Which would be nice to have some ideas, but I find that when the ideas from others don't come, I find myself sitting with myself again and going, well, okay, we'll go back to like the drawing board, which is my drawing board. What do you want, Lucy? Because not everyone's, well, they don't have the vision, they don't have the motivation. It's you, isn't it? It's like it's you. You are the vision. Okay. Can we get a card from here now, then? I'm sure there's more I wanted to say about that. Divination. Hello, Mum. Central E. Hello. Oh, bless you, Laurie. Okay. So Laurie's saying that I have to really have a routine practice of putting a white bubble around me in the morning when I get up. And it's because you're still around negative influences. You're not free of that environment. When you've been free from anyone's input, so you will hang out with your mum, she puts her opinion in there, you feel like you want to shut down and then not tell her things, and that isn't really how we should be, not very truthful or loving, and so it comes to the point where the painful decision has to be made where you will do that, and then you could be scrutinised for changing, and normally a reason's found for why you had changed. The reason that was given to me, you've changed because you started that business. It was nothing to do with the business. And I'm like, don't be so silly now. How could like doing that have changed me? What changed me was personal development books. That's what changed me. The first personal development book I read by Chris Widener, and it might just be by Chris on his own. Could be with Jim Rowan. The 12 Pillars. I got into network marketing, which is a personal development program. They recommend personal development books. I was hooked. That's what I loved about that. They actually recommended the books. I'd never ever had anybody. I didn't know anything about personally developing myself. So I was going to make sure that my children knew as I grew, it's like as I grew, I knew that it was the right path for me to be on. There was no going back. Divination. Laurie, it can be moon cookie. I just find getting it out from pen to hand, it leaves my head. that works, Laurie. You've got to, the way that will work for you will find its way. Okay, Spirit does. I think it's the path of the empath. Protect your energy. Did you ever read? No, I didn't read the Celestine Prophecy. It seemed so woo-woo back then. Woo-woo. Taken to the KLF. Okay. The ancestors are really coming through. Trying to connect. I'm just going to read the front part of this card. Oh, my glasses went to the floor. Okay, how long have we been on for? 66:06. Divinely timed. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. Okay. Right then. The truth. Let's go to these. I wanted to go to the power of love activation cards, but they're down there. We'll go to the romance angels. I'm singing the KLF. The last train left an hour ago. They were singing all aboard. All bound for Moo Land. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Wasn't expecting this. Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Loosen up. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Yeah, you're calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. Prayers, affirmations, visualizations help bring you together. Let's go to the unicorns. Decide. It's time to clearly make a decision about what you want. As my mind was just going off to a project. It's that freeze state. You know, I felt the energy of the divine masculine. He's not fighting. He's not running. He's not got a flight to the other side of the world. What's coming through is the energy of Zeus when he ripped apart the soulmates because they were stronger together than alone. But this is about being strong, independent, so that codependency doesn't stop, block. You've got to be able to do it on your own. And once you've accepted that you're capable, you won't have to do it alone. The whole point is that you was okay with doing life. So I feel that's the freeze stage here. It's time to clearly make a decision about what you want. What do you want, Divine Feminine? You hold all the power because there's the absence of fear and doubt. Decide. That's the thing with the legacy. You can have whatever you want. The divine will provide it to you. It's just not already designed on a platter. Tell the divine what you want. And they'll give you whatever you're asking for, including all the negativity. Stay clear of the negativity. Whereabouts is deciding here? Looks like the page is missing, as if someone... What are they doing there right at the beginning? Look. Maybe these are like your top priorities. Curiosity and decide. As you go through life, you gain more responsibilities, and one of the biggest is to decide what you want. You're now in a time where you could go in a few different directions, depending upon your decisions. In other words, you must decide what's next for me. It's not always easy to make decisions. Fortunately, you have help. You can call upon heaven to guide you, as well as trusted friends, family members and experts. Trusted. You can also try on your future. This means closing your eyes and imagining the different possibilities for yourself, and then noticing how each choice feels. Which one makes you feel happier? Which one makes you feel happiest? Which choice makes you feel loved and safe? Which one feels like it will be most helpful to yourself and others? Always choose the path where you can do the most good in the world. If you ever feel stuck, as if your life isn't moving along smoothly, then you need to make some clear decisions about what you want. Decisions are magical in that they get things moving again. If you don't like the direction in which your life is going, you can examine your decisions to see if they need changing. The best decisions will make you feel happy and will make the people around you happy too. But not at the cost of your happiness. Your happiness comes first. The best decisions will make you feel happy and will make the people around you happy too. Okay. We're going to get this reading wrapped up. With the Sacred Spirit reading card, it's like the cards are playing hide and seek. Okay. Laurie, you know when I said when people's words are like not truthful, that's bullshit. That's all. Not the part about you wanting a person you can actually see in person and talk to face to face. He's wanting the same thing, but fear has a hold and makes us behave in ways that despicable me. So when you say I'm not communicating with DM right now, telepathically you are, in dream state you are, your higher self is, your ego state may be pissed off, had enough, done, understandable, but that's the same energy that he's in. So if you can slip back into the truth that he loves you, he's in a tricky situation, would have to change a lot to be worth the prophecy, the legacy. But still, it's work that will be done. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. It's just not to it's like it's got to be bypassed, really. You know, they say it's really hard to have a clear mind on something when you're so emotionally invested. So the divine's taking care of this one. If it's meant to be, it'll be. Okay. You just have to focus on your divine feminine energy and not allowing, because believe you me, the darkness is going to get so fucking heavy because we are bringing love to light. So we're not to give up the hope on how magical the union of the divine masculine, divine feminine feels, is how it will ignite your... But we're not allowed that flame to go out. I've got 6 flames burning. Extra security, okay? No. Otherwise it's like, well, it's a prophecy. It's not going to fail. Love, it's like you don't owe anyone anything. Except we do owe love the chance to grow. The negativity doesn't stand a chance. Not when you're up against the power of love, which is just power within itself. And when you have a loving power couple, well, a new way of role modelling. Illuminate the shadows, focus on a solution. Moon Cookie, I don't think it's safe for us to see each other. The extreme wave of emotions that will overcome both of us will. Yeah, for both of you, he may be feeling that he's the only one in that overwhelmment because you're so good at holding it together. It's like the overwhelmment that you feel is the overwhelmment that he will be mirroring. Okay. So it's about being able to hold space for each other. I mean, the most intense feeling ever experienced. You don't need to be told otherwise. You know how you feel, how you felt. Are we emotionally mature enough to be able to hold that space for ourselves and for each other? Meditation. Improvements require persistence. It's not ready, otherwise it would be. You've got to be ready to be ready. Okay. So we don't want the darkness putting doubt in there. Not when you've let go of the attachment of when. I mean, is it okay if you're setting yourself up for next lifetime and it's not this lifetime that physical union will occur? Sacred union has. I mean, is that okay? I'm not sure what our choice is. You think that you have, but as soon as that's okay, oh, let the divine decide. What is not meant for me, set it free with peace. But what is meant for me, bring to me. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. What was coming through is if it's the wrong timing and emotions are all over the place, you're too emotionally out of whack or scattered, that's why the divine's trying to bring the divine feminine's energy back to focus, purpose. Regardless, you're still going to choose your beliefs over fighting. Why are we fighting for love when it is already present? Card number 9. Bluebirds out. That's fine, I've made peace with it. This time, lifetime, the next, it's all good. Because look at the personal progression that's occurred. Look at all the emotional turbulence, the ups and downs that you couldn't talk to anybody about. Because they just didn't understand, or their guidance would be very matrix negative based on how you should handle those types of situations. They're not pleasant. These are hurt people projecting what they would do. And let's have a look at our world. If some people didn't give up so easily on love because of projected shame, beliefs, which I don't believe, I do have hope and faith and a knowing. A knowing that men don't deserve to be bashed. Not when you've taken the time to listen to their stories, their insecurities. The fact that they're not encouraged to be emotional as a feminine is naturally. But then we have a cycle where our hormones can play havoc with us, and we've learnt to adjust to our emotional ups and downs, where when it comes to love, the masculines just feel a bit lost. It's like, well, how can we understand? We're not masculines full of testosterone like that, are we? That's why that balancing of the masculine and feminine energies, and let's not blame it on a gender. We all have emotions. We all have an ego. I was going to say testosterone. And we all need to keep them in check. That's why people are so fused regarding their sexuality, how they're feeling, questioning themselves. but the more questioning like the physical body rather than and feeling the need to change that, to adjust to how they're feeling inside. So you're perfect blend of both. Lovey, I really still need to heal my physical self. I'm going to physical therapy now, but I still need back surgery. Sending healing powers, Lovey. I am as well. Let's see if we can work some magic. What does this say? I keep holding it up because I feel the energy of it taken in the veins. Clear and activate, create sacred space. Shield your energy, look beneath the surface. Divine will, let go of fear. Kundalini rising, ignite your passion for life. Galactic healer, move forward with an open mind. So, an Abraham Hicks cruise it is then. Moon Cookie, do you fancy that? An Abraham Hicks cruise. We don't have to book it yet. You can book them things much closer to the date. And normally best if you book it closer. So we can get that created. I'm going to have a look and see what different cruises there are. I think next year, 2026, if anyone's on board, I'll see you there. I do hope so. I hope, well, why not? Why not? I'm not asking you to like go travelling for like 6 months. What would you say if I did? See, I'm the kind of person, I was speaking to Jamie about this. It's like, I get a little bit bored because there's not really people that want to have fun out there. Not to the extent that my free spirit wants to have fun. So if I say to you, do you want to go travelling for 3 months? And you say to me, no, I want to know the reasons why. Normally it's, I can't afford it. What about my job? I'm looking after somebody, so somebody else wouldn't be able to cope. Every excuse. It's like, oh, okay. I'm a spontaneous girl. I'm like, why not? Yes, let's do it. For me, the solution's already there. Well, you work as you're travelling, okay? You can always find a job when you come back. You might not even want to come back. Just why not? It's something else to do, isn't it? As in, adventures to do. Have we finished this reading, Lucy? I think so. You would fancy... Well, it's not my Abraham Hicks cruise. One voyage to the Channel of Love. We could have a cruise ship. I could design that, couldn't I? The Channel of Love liner, cruise liner. That's an idea. We don't know about the how. Why? Because it'd be fun to have our own entertainment. cruise ship. I did it my way. Romance to the max. Oh, how splendid. You know, all the dressing up and the ball gowns. Some cruise ships, it's not a requirement anymore. It's got very casual, as the whole world has. Got a bit too casual for the divines liking. So we're bringing back the ladies and the gentlemen. Okay, I'm taken to. Can I reach over and get that? I can. I'm taken to. I found my CD case. And I'm taken to George Michael, his album Ladies and Gentlemen, which caught my eye earlier. So before we go, you can choose 1 or 2 and then give me a number. Say 14. Side 1 up to 14 and 15 on side 2. Just, I'm not going to play it, but you can play along like this if you want to. They have lyrics. 1 or 2. Anyone? No? No one's up for playing. Point proven. I'm going to pick disc 2, number 6. That's how you play it. I'm just showing you how to play this game. Okay, Lucy, we'll play alone then. Star People 97. That's the song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyone else? No. I'm way behind. I lost service because I'm out in the country. I wanted a number, Laurie. And I'm going to go, so that's the one there. Star People 97. I'll go to the other side. I'll choose as well. Look, looks like obviously I was choosing for the gentlemen. We'll go to the ladies now. And we'll go for number 6. It's the number of love. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kissing a Fool. So there's some song synchronicities there. Guys, I will catch you. Gotta catch 'em all. Got to become Pokemon masters. Know everything about the evolution of the species. The female of the species is more deadlier than the moon. Let's just deal with it. Okay, I'm going. I love you all dearly. I felt the urge to blow out all the cameras and put us in darkness, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go and I'm not sure. I'm going to go and do something. Okay, take care. Much love. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.